Hello my dear children, greetings for the day. Children, today I am going to take up Wheatstone bridge and we are going to study its applications. So without wasting any time, let us get on with the business. Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge is an arrangement of four instances over four corners of a square like this. PQRS with galvanometer across one of its diagonals and battery across the other diagonal. I repeat, Wheatstone bridge is the arrangement of four instances PQRS over four sides of a conducting square with galvanometer across one of its diagonals and battery across the other diagonal. So this arrangement is what is called as Wheatstone bridge. Well, this is resistance P, this is Q, this is R, this is S, this is the square, conducting square. Across one of its diagonal BD we connect galvanometer and across the other diagonal AC we connect battery. Well, the current which is drawn from the battery when it comes to point A is divided into two parts. I1 goes this way and the remaining I minus I1 goes this way. When I1 reaches here, again this is a junction. This I1 here is distributed into two parts. I2 goes this way and I1 minus I2 moves this way. And this I2 will come here, this I minus I1 will come here. They will combine to form current I minus I1 plus I2. Sum total of these two is the current here. So this current and I1 minus I2 they combine to form current I in the circuit. That's how the current is distributed in this arrangement. Now, under certain condition, this Wheatstone, this arrangement is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, and that balanced Wheatstone bridge is of great utility in electricity. Well, when a Wheatstone bridge balanced, well, let us discuss about balanced Wheatstone bridge. See, as usual, it is a Wheatstone bridge PQRS galvanometer, and this is the battery across the other diagonal of the square. Now, if point B and D have same potential, then potential difference between these 2 points will be what? 0. That means there will be no current in this direction. You know, potential difference is directly proportional to current. When there is no potential difference across this galvanometer, which is emitted by G ohm resistance, when there is no potential difference across it, point B and D are at same potential, then current through this would be 0. So when point B and D are at same potential, then potential difference between B and D is 0, and because of the potential difference between B and D becoming 0, current through galvanometer is 0. Now in this situation, what happens? The current which comes from here, this side I1, and current which moves in this direction I minus I1, this current, none of these currents move into this direction. That means the current which comes from here straightway moves towards through Q, and the current coming from this point crosses over this point D and reaches point C. So no current passes through galvanometer. That means Ig is 0, current through galvanometer is 0, or I2 is 0. So in this situation, when B and D are at same potential, no current passes through galvanometer, and point B and D behave as bridge for current I1 and I minus I1 respectively. So point B behaves as bridge for current I1 and point D behaves as bridge for current I minus I1. So this is what is balanced Wheatstone bridge. Well, under what condition this Wheatstone bridge is balanced? That mathematical condition is deduced before you. Look at this loop A, B, D, A. This is balanced Wheatstone bridge. So in this loop, the current is flowing from P, I1, from G, 0, and from R, I minus I1. If we apply in this loop KVL, apply KVL in loop ABDA. What happens? AB, See, we are moving in this direction and the current through the resistance is also in the same direction. Therefore, the potential drop here would be what? Minus I1 into P. Current through this resistance is 0. 0 into G is what? 0. The potential difference here is 0. So there is no concept of positive or negative sign here. But as they move in this direction, the current is flowing in the opposite direction. The potential drop here will bear positive sign. That is I minus I1 into R. And this algebraic sum is equal to 0. When we solve it, I1P is equal to I minus I1 into R. This is equation number 1. Again we apply KVL in this loop. B, C, D, B. B, C, D, B. In this loop we apply KVL. We move from B to C, C to D and back from D to A. So as we move from B to C, this current and this direction, they are parallel. So therefore potential drop across Q would be what? Bearing negative sign. Potential drop here as R direction and the current there in the opposite direction. Here the potential drop would be positive plus I minus I1 times S, and potential drop here is going to be 0 as there is no current. And this algebraic sum is 0. If we solve it, we get I1Q is equal to I minus I1 times S. That is equation number 2. Now from 1 and 2, if we divide 2 from 1 and 2, what do we get? I1P upon I1Q is equal to I minus I1R upon I minus I1 times S. So this I1 cancels out this side, I minus I1 cancels out right hand side. What do we get? P by Q is equal to R by S. This is what is the condition for balanced Wheatstone bridge. So in any Wheatstone bridge, if P by Q is equal to R by S, that simply means no current would pass through this galvanometer, or if no current passes through galvanometer, P by Q would always be equal to R by S. This is what is called as Wheatstone bridge principle. Both imply each other. P by Q is equal to R by S means there is no current passing through galvanometer, and if no current passes through galvanometer, that also means P by Q is equal to R by S. Both imply each other, and this is what is called as Wheatstone bridge principle. Okay children, now let us discuss the significance of a balanced Wheatstone bridge. What happens when the Wheatstone bridge is balanced? That we have known, but how that can be useful to us? Well, equivalent resistance in balanced Wheatstone bridge. Now once a Wheatstone bridge is balanced, then what happens? Point B and D are at same potential. When 2 points in any electrical network are at same potential, both points are said to be same. They can, if they are not connected to each other, they can be connected through either infinite resistance or with zero resistance. That means if point B and D are at same potential, either we can connect here infinite resistance, that means we can delete it, or we can connect both these points together through a zero resistance. B and D are same points. Well, suppose I delete this resistance because the potential difference across its ends is 0 and there is no current passing through it. So it is obsolete. So it has been removed. So if we remove it, or we can say we have connected infinite resistance between point B and D. So once this resistance across which there is no potential difference is deleted, then what happens? The circuit becomes like this. Now you can see P and Q, they are in series, and R and S, they are in series. And the equivalent of P and Q would be what? P plus Q. And equivalent of R and S would be what? R plus S. And both these are in parallel combination to each other. So what is their equivalent? The equivalent of two resistance in parallel is what? Their product upon sum. So equivalent of the whole, all these four resistances across A and B would be what? The product of P plus Q and R plus S and their sum. So this is equivalent resistance of an equivalent, a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Now when Wheatstone bridge is there in your numericals, at times what happens? It comes in, it is there before you, but you are not able to identify it. Why? Because it comes in various other looks. So what are the various other possible looks of a Wheatstone bridge? Well, this is of course a very popular look of Wheatstone bridge, PQRS and galvanometer connected across it. Now this is look number 1. See, this circuit is same as circuit number 1, this circuit is same as circuit number 2, and this is also same as circuit number 3. See, in between A and B is P, A and B is P. In between B and C is Q, in between B and C is Q. In between A and D is R. In between A and D is R. In between D and C is what? S. Yeah, D and C is S. And in between B and D is G. In between B and D is G. Same way here also. Same way here also. Like here, in between A and B is P. In between A and B is what? P. In between B and C is Q. In between B and C is Q. See here. In between D and C is what? S. In between D and C is S. In between A and D is R. In between A and D is R. And in between B and D is G. In between B and D is G. So this circuit is same with this circuit. So is this circuit. In between A and B is P, and in between B and C is Q, like here. And in between A and D is R, like here. And in between D and C is S. In between B and D is G. So all four circuits are same. They look different, but they all are same. So these are the various other looks of the Wheatstone bridge. Now children, let us work out a few numericals. There are three numericals which we are going to work out. The question number 1 is read as: find equivalent resistance between X and Y. X and Y are the 2 points in this electrical network, and we are supposed to find out equivalent resistance. Now if we look at this network very carefully, we find that it is nothing but a Wheatstone bridge. Now once we identify a Wheatstone bridge in the circuit, we have to check whether Wheatstone bridge is balanced or not. So if we look at this Wheatstone, this arrangement which looks like a Wheatstone bridge, is this a balanced bridge? Yes. See, this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is L, this is G. So this is resistance P of the Wheatstone bridge, this is resistance Q, this is resistance R, and this is resistance S, and this is resistance G. So after we have identified that it is a Wheatstone bridge, we have identified the 5 resistances P, Q, R, S and G. Now you can see, is P by Q is equal to R by S? We have to check it. Is P by Q is equal to R by S? Is 10 by 5 is equal to 6 by 3? Yes, it is. 10 by 5 is equal to 2. 6 by 3 is also equal to 2. That means P by Q is equal to R by S. That means this Wheatstone bridge is balanced. Once this Wheatstone bridge is balanced, we can delete this G resistance. Once we delete this resistance, what are we left with? We are left with 10 this side, 5 this side, 6 this side, and 3 this side, like this. And what are these two? In series, their equivalent is what? 15. What are these two? They are again in series. Their equivalent is what? 9. 6, 3, 9. Now this 9 and 15 are in parallel. So what is their equivalent? 1 upon 9 plus 1 upon 15 is equal to 1 upon R equivalent. Or if we solve it, we get R equivalent as what? 5.625. That is the equivalent distance between X and Y in the question. I hope this is clear to everyone. This was P, this is Q, this was R, and this is S. So the solution to this question lies in your ability to identify whether it is a Wheatstone bridge or not. And once you identify yes, it is Wheatstone bridge, you have to check whether it is balanced or not. If it is balanced, then you can simplify it. If it is not balanced, then we have to use Kirchhoff law to find out its equivalent resistance. We cannot find out the way it has been explained here. Now question number 2. Find R naught if current through 5 ohm is 0. This is a combination of resistances with battery here. The question is, what is the value of R naught if current through 5 ohm is 0? Now again, this is an electrical network. You have to identify it whether it is a Wheatstone bridge or not. So it is a Wheatstone bridge because you know this is one of the looks of various looks of Wheatstone bridge. So this is going to be your Wheatstone bridge. This is P of your Wheatstone bridge. This is Q of the Wheatstone bridge. This is R of the Wheatstone bridge, and this is going to be what? S of the Wheatstone bridge, and this is going to be G of the Wheatstone bridge. So if you are able to identify a given network as Wheatstone bridge, that means you are able to identify P, Q, R, S and G in the network. Now check whether it is balanced or not. Well, in the question it is said that current through 5 ohm, this is 5 ohm G, diagonal resistor. Current through 5 ohm is 0. Well, when current through 5 ohm is 0, that is possible only when Wheatstone bridge is balanced. We have just studied the Wheatstone bridge principle, which says that if current passing through the ammeter is 0, then P by Q is equal to R by S. So we have identified here that it is a Wheatstone bridge. This is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S, and this is G. And in the question it is given that the current through G is what? 0. No current passes through G. That means P by Q is equal to R by S. This is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, and balancing condition P by Q is equal to R by S holds true. So what is P? P is 7. What is Q? R naught. What is R? 3. And what is S? 15. So 7 by R naught is equal to 3 by 15, and that R naught comes out to be 35 ohm. And the next and the last question is, what is ammeter reading in the network? What is the network? This is the network of resistances, and it is connected across 10 volt battery. Again, you have to look at this network very carefully. Is this a Wheatstone bridge? Yes, it is. This is third look. This is the third look of the Wheatstone bridge, which we have already studied. So if you are able to identify it is a Wheatstone bridge, you have to identify where is P. This is P. Where is Q? This is Q. Where is R? Where is S? And where is G? If you are able to identify all the resistances P, Q, R, S, G, check whether this arrangement is, this Wheatstone bridge is balanced or not. Now see, P by Q is equal to R by S. Yes. 2 by 2 is equal to 2 by 2. Yes. It is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. If it is balanced Wheatstone bridge, that means we can delete this 4 ohm. And once we delete this 4 ohm, what happens? This 2 and this 2, they are in series. This 2 and this 2 are in series, as shown here. This 4 ohm from here is deleted. Now see, this 2 and this 2 makes 4, and these 2 and these 2 in series makes 4, and these 4 and 4 are in parallel. What is their equivalent? 4 and 4 in parallel equivalent is what? 2. That 2 is connected across 10 volt battery. So what is current in the circuit? Current in the circuit I, current drawn from the battery I, current drawn from the battery I, current drawn from the battery I is going to be voltage upon resistance. Voltage upon resistance, that is voltage resistance, resistance is 2. The current is what? 5 ampere. This is 5 ampere current in the circuit. So I hope, what is Wheatstone bridge? What is its balancing condition? What are its various looks, and how can we apply the condition for Wheatstone bridge, balancing conditions for Wheatstone bridge in various numericals? I hope this is clear to everyone. We'll meet again with further discussions in electricity. Next time in the class we'll study potentiometer. So until we meet again for potentiometer, all the best. God bless you all.